Hey guys, welcome to a special Halloween edition of Reality Roundup. Yeah! So you,
Halloween.
I'm sure you noticed that our voices are a little bit different this week.
I'm the new Nicole.
Yup.
I'm Alan.
You're doing the Ron Nicole
I know.
voice.
I know. It
So,
doesn't matter because I'm a monster.
yes, I'm obsessed with this voice. I'm thinking we should maybe just post all of our podcasts with this voice filter, because it's awesome.
And bags on our heads.
Yeah. What if we just pulled like a Shia LaBeouf and made it like an art thing and we just had like paper bags over our faces? Right?
Okay.
That would be fun. But
I'm
anyway,
like Masked Singer.
I know, which is still off because of the World Series. It's coming back next week.
I'm in
miss
with the draw roll.
I know. So I'm looking forward to that coming back. But I hope everybody's having a safe, fun, treaty Halloween.
Don't eat too much candy.
Yeah, all
No
treats,
good
no
for
tricks.
The doctor said it's no good for you.
Right. So before we jump into Survivor, we have a few other things to discuss.
Yes.
First things first.
All right. Let's talk about the World Series.
Oh! Okay, so we had no horse in this race because we're both Yankee fans.
Yeah.
I mean, on like a petty, bitter level, we were.
If it's good enough for Gaga, it's good enough for us.
I
Did
know.
you see that she was like, I'm so glad that the Nationals won because I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh no, I didn't see her say
Yeah.
that. That's fun though. Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of nice that the Astros lost, but I am actually really excited for the Nationals too.
I am
This is
too.
their
It's
first
their
World
first
Series win,
time.
so that's a lot of fun for them.
Good
It's
for
exciting.
them.
It's exciting for Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
It's exciting. You know, when you've been waiting for so long and you finally get there,
Mm-hmm.
and you are the true underdogs. This was not like some team that was gangbusters. They
Yeah,
were a true
they fought
underdog
throughout the
team.
season.
Weren't they a wild card team?
Yes, I believe they were.
Wow. Then to be a wild card team and then to come and win the entire World Series against a powerhouse team like the Astros.
Mm-hmm. It was
Wow,
impressive.
it was impressive.
So that was a really fun series to watch because it was pretty evenly matched, and it was like back and forth.
I was shocked when they said that nobody wanted home, and it was true.
I know! Oh my god! So
That's
much for having home field
crazy.
advantage.
That's crazy. It means nothing. Nothing.
Apparently. Alright. So that was fun. And then there has been a lot of bleh around social media
Oh, yeah.
concerning Big Brother.
Julie Chen Moonves.
Yeah, Julie posted on her social media a picture of the diary room.
She's trolling Rancy.
Well, before we get there, she captioned the photo with like the eyes and like, ooh, what's going on? So everybody's freaking out. They're like, what is this? Is there going to be an all-star season? Is there going to be some sort of winter over the top season? Are they bringing back Celebrity Big Brother? Like, what's going on? So everybody's freaking out. Honestly, I think Julie's just trolling people. I don't know. So then,
Yeah.
a few days later, she's like, "Oh, for Halloween, I'm dressing up as some of the like infamous whatever Big Brother contestants." So she dressed up like Zach. She dressed up like Nicole. She dressed up like a Whack Street boy. So,
Whack Street's back.
all right.
Not really.
No. Okay, so everybody's like, "Whoa, is she revealing the All Stars cast?"
She's got way too much time on her hands. She's not on the talk anymore.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she's just like,
Bored.
yeah. She's just looking for something to fill her days. I don't know.
Get me out of the house with Mr. Moonves. He's driving me nuts.
Yeah, it would be fun to see a full All-Star season, but I remember her saying in the past that she didn't see that happening again. She could see more like mixed seasons of old and new, which is like, but I don't know that there will ever
like
be
that.
a full All-Star season again.
They probably can't afford it.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that, but she's really throwing people for a loop here, freaking out about what's going on. I think she's trolling.
I agree. Leave in the comments what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
And now is the portion of the podcast that we dedicate to I'm a Survivor.
Oh, I just want to say this weekend, Great British Bake Off! Woo!
Yeah.
I can't believe It's almost over.
Oh my god, we're so close.
We're down to 3.
Yep.
We've got
One
Alice.
episode left.
Yeah, we've got Alice, we have David, and we have Steph. Who is your star baker?
Steph.
Yeah, I feel like Steph is going to win this
Yeah.
thing. I feel like she deserves to win this thing. But you never know what could happen in the final round.
Yeah. I'm already looking past this and hoping that we get the holiday special with the celebrities, or sometimes they have all-stars come back for the holiday episodes where they have just like a one-off.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I hope we get them in a timely fashion.
I think we will.
Okay.
I am sure they will be doing holiday content.
All right.
Because the UK is so big on that in general.
What are we gonna do? No.
I know! Okay, so anyway, let's talk about Survivor.
All right, finally.
This was such a great episode. I cannot believe how much stuff they were able to fit into this.
This was
And it
huge.
flowed so nicely. It was just such a good episode.
And it was a real sit on the edge of my couch
Chris Lee
episode.
style.
Yes. All right, so they begin right away, and I was like, whoa, we gotta go back, because is this the actual beginning of the show? They
I
were
feel
right
like-
into the meat.
I
in
feel
the
like they did
beginning.
that last week too, and I was kind of like, wait,
Did
what?
I miss something?
Yeah, they just have that much to show.
Right. So at Lyro, Nora is wanting to save Dean and Karishma, even though they are in the minority.
Right, because she doesn't trust some of the people on former Vokai.
Right.
And she's like, I need to get out these big threats like Jamal and Jack. I can pull in Dean and Karishma and get that done.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh,
all fine
poor
and
Dean.
dandy. But
Dean's the devil because he runs and tells Jamal what Nora's plan is.
dang. I guess, okay, so
You can run and tell that.
I think Nora just, everybody can see that she's all over the place. And she might not have the best grip on the reality of the situation.
She's a loose cannon.
Yeah, you would think that Dean being on the bottom of things right now and being in the minority on that
Port in the
tribe.
storm, right?
Yeah, but he's just like, nope, I'm gonna take this and get with the people who I really want to work with.
You know what? I can't blame him.
I can't either, but it was just like, oh my god,
Yeah. All
this
right.
rat now Nora.
Over at Vokai, tarantulas. They're all over the place. They're in the shelter.
Do you think that Elizabeth actually saw a tarantula,
Yes.
or she just like freaked out?
No, I think she actually saw a tarantula.
Ooh.
Or like a rat or something.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
So over in Vokai, it's a 4 versus 4 situation. It's a 4x4.
Things are tense.
And a lot of people are talking like, are we going to go to Rocks? Because we're going to stay tribe strong. You know, former tribe strong. And the only way that they deal with that is by going to Rocks. And then
you
you've
just
got no
hope.
control over who's going.
Yeah, you just hope it's somebody from the other side and
Exactly.
not you. I think that the old Lyro tribe is much more willing to not go to Rocks. Yeah. Because they know that they don't have the numbers when you consider it the whole like big picture when you have the two tribes together with the upcoming merge. So they're like, we need to get things going here. We need to save our own butts. Whereas the old Vokai people are like, we're gonna have a majority if we all make it to the merge. So we should probably just stick with that. Let's stay loyal to each other and go to Rocks. So they are much more likely to stick together. And we see here that Aaron is already ready to turn on his girls.
He goes to Jason, the devil, sorry, and says, you know what?
I don't think Jason's the devil.
I am going to get rid of Elaine.
It was funny the way he said it though, because he was like, oh, we can get rid of one of my girls, but I don't want it to be Elizabeth, and I don't want it to be Missy. So obviously he's just saying like, let's get rid of Elaine, which is kind of a no-brainer because he's wanted her out since the very beginning.
So there's no shocking news here. No shocking news.
Right.
But let's get right into the reward challenge.
Okay.
It was the infamous chicken reward.
Yeah, I don't like
I don't
that.
like that.
It's very upsetting. but whenever they bring in the chickens, I'm like, all right, what Sia prize winner will emerge this week?
The show is annoying because like the food rewards are annoying, but then when you give away live food rewards, that's even worse.
I mean, they don't have to eat the chickens. They could just
No,
use
they
them
don't.
for the eggs, but you know they're gonna eat some of the chickens, which is upsetting.
If not all.
Yeah.
Alright, so this challenge was to transport a human on a sled, and you gotta,
That person has to untie
the
a key.
They have to go on this track, they gotta throw some sandbags out of the way, they gotta clear the way, they gotta get over to the shooter's spot and take the little sandbags that they were transported with and slingshot them for 3 targets.
Right.
So
Aaron, here's the thing, though. Like,
alright, go ahead.
I just want to emphasize that whoever you pick to go on the sled, that is the only person
Who is the shooter?
who's going to use the slingshot.
Yeah.
So choose wisely. You know, you would think, oh, I just want to pick like a small, tiny, light person to go on the sled. But if you don't trust that person with the slingshot, ugh. So you see here, we got 2 power players up on the sleds.
But first, Elaine was sat out unknowingly by her tribe that she would be sent to the island of the idols.
Whoa!
So they were like, alright, get your ass
Bye.
out of here. The boat is waiting. You're going to the island of the idols. And she was like, what?
You know what, though? She's really freaking lucky because she's going to need an advantage here. Her name is out there.
She's in trouble. Alright, so I think they were pretty evenly
yeah, this one was even.
The shooters were Jack for Lyro and Aaron for Vokai. And I thought, oh man, why would they put Aaron on that sled? He's a big guy.
Right.
And Jack's a small guy. But Aaron was a little bit of a better shooter.
He was able to get the win for Vokai.
Yeah, I mean, it was close, but it wasn't a big blowout.
Right.
So meanwhile, back at the island of the idols.
Woo! I'm glad it's back.
Yeah. Sandra and Boston Rob are like, this is the lesson this week. We provide a lesson as a service to Survivor every week, and this one is courage to be daring. By the way, they actually live on the island.
That
so
shelter,
they say.
I think they do.
Okay.
They seem like the types that
Are hardcore.
Survivor would offer them like a beautiful living space, and they're like, no, we're living on the island or it's nothing.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe they like that.
I think they do. Look how many times they've played so far. They love the experience.
He made a freaking Budapest hotel shelter.
That was amazing.
Was
I
cool.
can't wait to see how that evolves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they have a lot of downtime.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like strategizing all day or whatever.
They're not like watching Netflix either. I mean,
that'd be cool if they were. If like, okay, they're living on the island, but they have like some sort of entertainment hookup.
Netflix.
That'd be sick.
You know what? Unicorn hair tastes disgusting.
Ew! You polyester hair, bitch.
I got mine at Party City. Where'd you get yours, wig?
This is my real hair. Okay, but anyway, did you notice too how excited they were to see Elaine?
Yeah, they really like Elaine.
I think they've been fangirling from the Spy Shack at Tribal because immediately when they got there, they were just like, Rob and Sandra were like, "Oh, we love you." And obviously Elaine was a huge fan of theirs. She was freaking out. She's wearing her Boston hat.
She's sassy. I like her.
So that was fun.
And she's got fun sayings.
Yeah,
like,
busted can of biscuits or whatever.
I don't think there could be a more accurate representation of Elaine. So good on you, Elaine. That was great.
Why is she busted?
'Cause she's got a muffin top.
Oh.
Right?
I'm glad that she owns it though.
I know. I'm happy for her.
Okay, good. Because
No,
like
I'm
I feel
not
like
shaming her at all.
I feel like in the past,
she's
people,
self-aware.
yeah, people would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna cover up or whatever." Like, who cares?
Let it all hang out, baby.
Yeah.
It's you. Why be ashamed of you? How could you be? You know?
Yeah.
It's you. All right. So Boston Rob has this wine bottle or whatever, and he
He
pulls
says,
the
your
cork out.
challenge or your lesson starts right now.
Yeah, and the
Right
sand
meow.
starts spilling out, and he's like, "This is how much time you've got to decide if you're gonna take this challenge or not." And she was like, "All right, I'll take
Okay.
it. I'll take it."
And Boston Rob's like, I didn't even say what it was yet. And she was like, I know.
I'll take it.
I'll do it.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so they were like, oh, what?
We have some time to fill.
So where are you from?
So,
no, it was a good thing that she decided quickly because there was a lot of other things to pack into this episode.
Yeah, true. So they immediately grab the dossier file and they're like, all right, this is what the challenge is going to be. It's the one where you got transport, like this structure, and there's going to be an advantage underneath the table.
Tiny little table.
Yeah, there's something under that tiny little table, but it's out in the open, and you're going to have to grab it in front of everybody.
You have to have the courage to be daring
Right.
to go for this advantage during a challenge in front of your tribe.
And she's probably thinking, like, this ain't nothing. I'm a busted can of biscuits.
She's ready to go for it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, and if she fails, she's gonna lose her vote at the next tribal that she goes to. But if she gets it, this is a pretty sweet advantage. She gets to block someone else's vote.
Yeah. So.
And that's crucial this week because her tribe right now is a 4 versus 4 split.
Yeah.
So that could really come in handy.
Absolutely. And she also got to pick the chip out of the bag for the next person because it's going to be the other tribe.
It's randomly selected from the other tribe.
All right. So they say, we love you, now get out.
Yeah.
So then she gets to go back and
have fun storming the castle.
Oh my god. Can we just get a duplex like in the real world with Rob and Sandra?
And their families.
And have their families.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. Alright. They could spend half the time in like New York and half the time in Boston.
Sure.
It'd be fun.
Does Sandra live in New York?
I don't know, but I picture
I
her
feel like you just
in New
made
York.
that up.
I feel like she's a New Yorker, but
I don't
maybe not.
think she lives in New York. I don't know. I'm not sure now. Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. I picture her as a New Yorker.
Okay.
I identify with her.
Okay.
Alright, so, back at Lyro.
Okay, guys.
Jamal is teaching everybody, what was it, Afro dance? Or
yeah, so he said that he, in college, was a TA for, like, an African dance course, and he was showing Kelly some moves.
He had some sweet moves.
He was really good!
He was really good.
Yeah, I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And at first I thought that this was just going to be, like, a cool piece to kind of get to
fun.
know Jamal a little bit.
Some color commentary.
Yeah, see them having fun at camp. And then Jack, out of nowhere, pulls out this racist comment.
Could you use your do-rag to lift up the pot?
He called Jamal's buff a do-rag.
What?
I would have never expected that from Jack.
What?
Yeah, that was...
What is this, 1960? 70?
That was no bueno. But then this led to this whole discussion about race in America. And Jack apologized. It seems like he was really genuine.
At first I didn't think he was, but I think...
No, I think he was.
The look on his face was just anxiety. Just like...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then Jamal was talking about his past experiences, and it was really, really touching when he was saying that this apology kind of made up for, like, past instances where he didn't get an apology.
Right.
And it was a really beautiful moment.
It was, but I'm still shocked as shit that the whole thing actually happened.
I know, but at the same time, I think it really opened up a great discussion, and I have to give Survivor some real props here, because in the past...
They handled it pretty well.
Yeah, but I mean, Survivor does not have live feeds, so if you kind of compare this to Big Brother...
Yeah.
Okay, we see
everything
on Big Brother. Like, a lot of stuff, especially this past season, that we
doesn't
saw it
make
on
the
live
show.
feeds,
Yeah.
was not addressed on the show until, like, the last few minutes of the finale, sort of.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, what are you doing? But then Survivor, they do not have live feeds. Nobody would have ever have had to have found out about this if they didn't show it.
Right.
So the fact that they showed it and they showed the dialogue between Jack and Jamal, I think that really was great. I
think
I
so.
loved it.
I think so too.
It was a teachable moment.
They took a teachable moment and they didn't exploit it,
Mm-hmm.
and they made it okay
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Ish.
Well, whatever. Okay, so I'm really glad that they included that in the show.
Alright, well, you know what I'm not glad that they included on the show? At Vokai, freaking Handsy Dan was looking for a wiener on the chicken/rooster.
He's even inappropriate with the animals. Keep your damn hands and eyes to yourself.
Well, I mean, I guess what was actually happening was that they were trying to kill the rooster and not the chicken, so that in case it would lay some eggs, they would...
Yeah, they couldn't figure out which one was the rooster and which ones were the chickens.
I don't think you need to look at the wieners to do that.
Don't they physically look
Yeah.
different?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Like, a rooster's, like, slimmer, and a chicken is more, like, squatty. You know, like a hen is more squatty.
Yeah. So anyway, that was just a little,
Look for the one
moment.
that's going...
Yeah. Who's waking you up in the morning?
Yeah. Alright, so...
While that's all happening,
That was
Elaine...
disturbing.
Yeah, Elaine and Elizabeth are talking about the Island of the Idols. So this is what I've been waiting for. So we haven't seen
Yeah.
two people who have gone to the island talk about it yet, because everybody's been hush-hush about it.
And everybody's been kicked off.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oops, sorry, guys.
Some of the people who have gone to the Island of the Idols,
This wig is a bit
they
much.
blew it.
Alright.
But yeah, we have Elaine and Elizabeth here who are allies, and they've both been to the island, so they know what's going on. They know that Rob and Sandra are there, and Elaine tells Elizabeth, "Hey,
I got the advantage.
I have a chance to get this
Yeah.
advantage at the challenge,
Right.
but if I blow it, we're gonna be in trouble." So Elizabeth is like, "Yes, this is amazing. I'm gonna cover for you during the challenge. Let's get this advantage."
Let's team up.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see just two people even talking about what's really happening at the island.
'Cause
It's
like,
exciting.
if nobody talks about it, did it actually happen?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, so it's time for the immunity challenge, and Lauren sat out for Vokai,
Mm-hmm.
and Elaine made it to the little table.
Right.
She grabbed the advantage. She tried to shove it in her butt crack, but her butt crack refused.
Her butt was like, no.
This is an exit only.
No.
You cannot enter. I did not enter.
So it fell on the floor. I was like, oh my god.
What if it falls outside the...
I guess if she can't get it, like, she
the
blew
fence
it.
house thing.
If she can still get it, then yeah, but...
So she was able to grab it.
Whew.
And did she, again, try and
Looks
shove
like she
it
put
in
it
her
in her
butt?
front this time.
That's an entrance. Alright, so she got it. And,
I'm horrified right now. She successfully got the advantage, and it looked like nobody saw. So, and I was wondering, how did Lauren sitting out not see that? But I guess she was probably watching her own tribe. And
Dad said she was on the other side.
yeah, I
She
guess
couldn't see.
she couldn't see it.
Alright, so,
Oh wait, no,
Vokai-
that's the same tribe. Never mind. Just kidding.
Vokai was leading.
Uh-huh.
And the shooters on this one, 'cause
This
they had to
time,
make baskets.
It's like a basketball thing.
I don't think they were, restricted to just one though.
No, you can switch people.
Right.
But the tricky thing was they were shooting from inside the cage.
Yes.
So you really had to like
Over.
launch it.
Yeah, you had to do a high arc.
Right.
You couldn't do like slapdash. You
This
had
was
to do high
not
arc.
fast pitch. This was slow arc.
Right.
Yeah.
Vokai was leading. Aaron was one of the main shooters,
Mhm.
and Jamal was one of the main shooters.
I was surprised that they didn't have
Dan?
no
Or Missy?
Missy inside shooting.
Not Dan, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say what? Dean was
Dean.
shooting for his tribe.
Right.
But I was surprised that they didn't have Missy in there. They had her retrieving the balls and
Right.
sending them back in, so I don't know what that was all about, but
I don't know. But Lyro was behind, and they were able to overcome
damn, thanks to Jamal.
and win. So that means, hot dog, Vokai is going to tribal.
Ooh, we're ready for some of that 4 versus 4 drama.
4x4. Alright, so back at camp, after the challenge, loss. They're killing chickens!
No.
And
Jason and Tommy were all like, ugh.
yeah, they're like horrified,
But they're like,
still
it's still gonna taste good.
That's disgusting. If it looks bad, you know what? It is.
I feel like they were already being jerks, Jason and Tommy, but this chicken thing just like
put them over the edge for you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Elaine has the block of vote,
and she wants to make sure that Missy and Aaron are also in on this information.
Right.
So she lets them know, hey, I got the block of vote, so we can still stay 4 strong. We can take the reins here. I was like looking for the right word. I don't know. We can get rid of somebody from the other side.
Right. Because we're gonna have the voting advantage.
Right.
So
they're like,
everybody's
cool.
Like, cool, tight. Aaron's like on the down low to Jason and Tom. Well, Jason first. We're gonna get rid of Elaine.
He's still saying that he wants to get rid of Elaine and go with the old Vokai people. And
the only problem with that is old Vokai sucks.
Yeah, at that moment though, when he was telling them like, yeah, I still want to get rid of Elaine, my heart sunk. I was like, Aaron, don't do this. You could still stick with your old tribe.
The other people are a bunch of misfits. Look at Dan going through everybody's freaking bag, and Jason just being shady and sus.
It's not even that they're misfits. It's like, why are you going to work with this other tribe
when you could work with your own?
Yeah, but they're like always preaching that they're going to stick together and whatnot. So, hello, if you're voting out your own tribe members and then you all get to the merge, the old Vokai is going to stick together and you're going to be at the bottom of that totem pole. So, is it really a good idea? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. I think that was...
Well...
What's he going to do? What's Aaron going to do?
Let's go to tribal and find out. Guess what? It's 4 against 4. We've been saying it since minute 1 of this episode. So, old Vokai...
They say that they're willing to draw rocks. Yeah, they're going to say that because they know that Aaron could potentially flip and be on their side.
But they know they're not drawing those rocks because they think they have the advantage.
That's what I'm saying. They think they have Aaron, so they're like, yeah, we'll draw rocks, whatever.
But then, whoa, plans are dashed. Elaine pulls out her block of vote.
I didn't know that she was just going to pull it out in the open. That was pretty baller.
It was. And Jeff is like, oh, what?
Yeah, so...
She's like, Jeff, I have a block of vote.
Yeah.
And Jeff is like, okay.
Yeah.
He
was like, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So then she decides to block Jason's vote, and all 4 of old Vokai are freaking out.
But Jason just was like...
They are pooping in their diapers, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I loved it. Alright, so, Jeff is doing some small talks, and all of a sudden, behind Elaine, we see Aaron starting to whisper to people, like, get rid of Elaine.
Everybody's whispering, it's just like, no, don't do this,
don't do this.
Don't get rid of Elaine.
Stick to the plan, get rid of Elaine.
Yeah, so, also at Tribal, did you see when Jason went for the fist bump from Aaron?
And Aaron did not fist bump.
And Aaron was like, ugh. I couldn't decide in that moment if it was because A, he wanted to hide that they were actually going to vote together, or B, he was just like feeling guilty and he was like, I don't want this. Yeah. I refuse this fist bump. So that was an interesting moment. What do you think Jason thought of that? Was he like, oh, I'm done?
I think he thought that was pretty telling in that moment that he's out.
I don't know.
But Jeff continues interviewing because Jeff is a rock and roll Jeopardy guy. And love that about him. The old Vokai is whipping up some tears.
Lauren is crying, saying, like, this means so much to me.
I thought that they were being, like,
I thought that was a little bit fake. I don't know. Like, all of a sudden, they thought they were in power, and then all of a sudden they're not. Well, you weren't crying about it when you thought, like, when you were saying that you would go to Rocks.
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, you're crying about it.
But I thought that they had Aaron.
Of course they thought that.
So why are they whipping up these tears?
Because they're like, I don't think they knew about the advantage. So now
no, but I mean, even with the advantage, they still have enough.
I know, but they're probably like, oh my god, is he going to go back to his old tribe or what? Like, what? They don't know for sure what's going to happen. This is an unexpected element in this whole thing.
Well, let's reveal. It's time for the vote. And Jason was blindsided. 4-3. Another Giovanni. Another blindside. This has been a season of complete blindsides. Thank you, Survivor. I love it.
So old Vokai is freaking shooketh.
Yeah, me too. I was shocked.
I mean, from the edit, I thought that Aaron was gonna stick with
Elaine.
No,
getting rid of Elaine.
Well, getting rid of Elaine. Yeah.
Yeah. And on the way out, Jason's like, I love everybody except Jason. No, wasn't he like, don't trust Jason?
No, Jason was out.
I love everybody except Aaron. Don't trust Aaron.
No, he was specifically saying, like, the 4 from his old tribe. He's like, I'll be friends with you guys forever. Thanks for not bailing on me. Mm-hmm. Dude, get over yourself. So, yeah, they're all like, oh my god, we can't trust Aaron.
And the line of the season, well, of the episode was, suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah, Elaine said it first, and then Boston Rob said it in the Spy Shack. Mm-hmm. I'd have to agree.
All right.
Why would Aaron side with you?
Can of biscuits.
All right. So next time, it's going to be crazy.
Both tribes are losing their shit.
Woo!
Everything is going to get shaken up because the minorities will probably not be the minorities for long. Because everybody's going to want to pull them in.
For which tribe?
For both.
I don't know. You don't think they're going to stick together and pick off old Vokai on that tribe?
I don't know because this is
Survivor. We'll see what happens. Should be interesting.
Survivor is becoming expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
It's a little crossover, Julie.
All right. So let us know your thoughts on Survivor. And now let's talk about something else.
Oh my god, it was the Dancing with the Stars Halloween episode.
Yes, I always look forward to this. They do such a great job. And this year was no exception. Are you okay?
Sorry, I had hair out of place. I'm many out of place, but...
It's okay.
Alright, so they began this episode...
Huge intro.
Yeah. They're the Shining Hotel.
It also felt like the Grand Budapest Hotel with like the outfits and stuff.
But it also felt like David S. Pumpkins.
Yeah, because of the elevator.
Alright, so Frankenstein's in a coffin, and I'm like, oh man, who's Frankenstein? And my husband said, it's freaking Spicer. And he was right.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't dance.
I feel like he was the only one that was wearing like really heavy prosthetics.
But he was also in the coffin because he would have ruined the dance.
Do you think that they put the heavy makeup on him to try and
disguise him?
To make us think, oh man, Sean Spicer's not on anymore. We don't have to think about that. Oh, the political drama.
Well, they danced to that Billie Eilish Bad Guy, and I thought it was a spectacular opener.
It was
fun.
Phenomenal.
It was
really, really well done.
Everybody was wearing a costume except for freaking Tom Bergeron.
Tom!
I didn't like that.
Yeah. I thought Erin's witch-inspired look was really nice.
Her witch-inspired diaper was wonderful.
Carrie-Ann with the Maleficent horns. Mm-hmm. Len had... What was Len? He had something.
Yeah, he was like an old guy or something.
I don't remember, but he did put in effort.
Yeah.
And Bruno with the devil horns, of course. Great stuff.
Alright, so let's get right to the dances.
The performances.
Yeah. Kel started off the show with Whitney, of course, with a jive to the Time Warp.
Yay!
And I'm like, oh man.
Who are they going to be?
Magenta or...
And,
the Butler.
God, why can't I remember his name right now?
Handyman.
I've seen that movie like 5,000 times. Literally.
Riff-Raff.
Yeah, Riff-Raff.
No, they were snake people.
Wait, what?
Yeah, even my dog was like,
Yeah. You okay, Bobo?
could they
He's
not
dreaming.
get the clearance to wear the Rocky Horror costumes?
I don't know.
Couldn't they have at least worn just like a French maid outfit? You know?
Yeah, like an off-brand.
Yeah,
The snakes were just so random,
I know.
and I don't like snakes. But I mean, they did a great job on the costuming. The
Yeah.
whole hair and makeup department. Oh my god, hair, makeup, and
If
costumes.
you wanted to be a snake, they did a great job.
Oh, all those contacts that night freaked me out.
Yeah, they paid for the extra guy to put in the contacts.
Yeah, right. That is an actual job, just putting in people's contacts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Alright, so this dance had a lot of content, but it was a little sloppy at times.
My issue with this, I thought it was fantastic, but it would have been next level if Kel had just pointed his toes.
Point your damn toes.
Oh, point your toes on your flicks and kicks.
I'm really shocked that Len did not,
Mention that.
or give Kel a lower score because of it.
I don't think it should have been a lower score because he still did a really good job, but
There are plenty of times this season already that he got a lower score when he didn't deserve it. So
you were expecting it.
yes,
Okay. Well, they got a 27.
right, which like almost everybody did.
Yeah, right? Oh my
Literally.
god. It was really a 27 night.
Yeah. All right. So James and Emma, a beautiful Viennese waltz. So I put a spell on you. I love this song.
This was fantastic.
They pulled in Keo because
For the beginning?
Yeah, they needed an extra person for the storyline.
I think James does really well when he has like a concept and a storyline that he can work with and like a
He's an
character.
actor.
Yeah, but oh my
He's
god,
acting.
that frame?
Beautiful.
That had me
Were you
shook.
were you like?
His frame was beautiful, yeah. I couldn't get over it.
Were you breathless?
Unfortunately, he did have a little mess up, and it was noticeable, so he didn't get the perfect 10. I think if he didn't have the mess up, they would have gotten a 10.
Yeah.
Well, all 10s, I mean.
Right. But he was really excellent. They were really excellent.
Yeah,
Good
Emma
for
with the choreography was fantastic. They had a lot of rotations in there, which you know Len is always looking for on Viennese Waltz.
and which is extremely tiring and difficult to maintain that frame
Yeah,
with all those rotations.
sure.
All right,
So they ended up with 27 because they had the mess up.
yeah. Now, Allie and Sasha. You know Sasha is a little pain in the ass when it comes to pranking people.
He loves Halloween and scaring people, which he did.
I probably would have, if I was on the show, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have punched him in the face. Not because I was angry, just because
Like a
that would
reaction.
be my reaction.
Yeah.
So he would probably think twice about pranking me because I just have a really bad reflex.
Honestly, I just would have pissed my pants. I'm just being real here.
Yeah. Who am I kidding? I would scream like a little girl.
Yeah,
and
come
like,
on, you would not punch.
It depends how close he. Like if I open up a garbage can and like
He's right in your
popped
face.
out, I might have had to like
I don't know.
I don't know
I don't know that you would have done that.
by accident. All right, so they had a tango to Psycho.
She's a little bit psycho.
Yeah. Right.
That one.
She was Harley Quinn, and he was.
Joke guy. I mean, he was supposed to be the Joker, but like they didn't do the full Joker makeup. Again,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a clearance issue or
Sure.
maybe they just didn't want to like overshadow her character. I don't know, but
This dance also included two skelly-head couples.
yeah,
Which
it just
was a lot
it
of
was
fun.
like when people dress up to be characters in Times Square for the pictures and they
Yeah.
like don't have the rights to be Iron Man or Elmo, so they're like
It's just a little off.
it's a little off. It's not like movie quality, and they're like,
Right.
I'm Red Monster, Erlo.
Yeah. Emlo. Yes.
Yeah.
So, this it was pretty good, but
Yeah.
the best part of this whole thing was when Sasha scared Allie so bad that she fell out of her chair.
Oh my
That was
god.
hilarious. I
Yeah.
love that.
I think she did well this week, though.
They got 27.
It was strong.
27.
Yeah.
All right. You know who did not get a 27? Hannah and Alan.
Yes. So they had a jazz dance to Bad Girls.
Yup.
Bad Girls Club.
All right. So this was okay, but it really wasn't creepy.
Okay. I am so glad that the judges gave her the comments that they did
Mm-hmm.
because it was exactly what we were saying. It's crazy.
Yes.
We said the same thing that they said like 2 minutes before. This
Yeah.
performance fell flat, as a lot of Hannah's performances unfortunately do, because she is not opening herself up emotionally. She's not putting emotion into her dances.
0% chemistry.
It just looks like a cheerleader routine,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
because it's
I'm
just
not picking on Hannah.
no, because we saw later that she is capable of so much more.
Yes.
But she just needs to put more of herself into these dances. It's like too perfect.
Do you think she's not opening herself up to Alan? Like she's afraid
Oh,
that she's gonna fall in love with him or something?
I don't think it's that. I think it's just like a performing in front of everyone thing. She's
Oh,
like
okay.
putting up a front. She's not, she's got like a wall up, I feel
Right.
like.
Well, it was a 25
Yeah.
for them.
I mean, technically, she did a good job, but
Mhm.
there just wasn't enough personality in her performance.
Yeah. Well, who also got a 25 was Karamo and Jenna.
Whoa.
I know, I skipped right to the end there. They had a Casa Doble to Beyonce's Survivor, to which
Destiny's
Karamo, well, Karamo was so thrilled.
He did a
Yeah,
when he found out that they were dancing to a Beyonce song.
and they were a bunch of
Destiny's
gold
Child.
head people.
Yeah, the makeup and costumes were really cool.
Yeah, and I thought, all right, this is going to be his breakout week. He's got this costume on. It's going to be way easier for him to
Get into
really commit.
character.
Yes, and like leave it all on the dance floor,
Mhm.
dance moms, and just like really rock it out because he has the potential to do it. But I feel like he's so shy.
My issue with this number is there were so many tempo changes. Like it started so slowly,
Mm-hmm.
and that leaves you very vulnerable
Yes.
in a dance like
You're
this.
very exposed.
If you're not perfectly balanced
Mm-hmm.
and you got wobbles in there, you were gonna
Yeah.
get all messed up for the rest of the routine.
Right.
So I thought that really hurt him in this, the tempo changes and everything.
Mhm.
If it had been like a straight up passo all the way through, I think he would have done better.
Yeah. He didn't hit it hard enough.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
he
not
was,
his best
He
dance.
was really bouncy,
Hmm.
and you got to be in the floor.
Yeah.
So 25 for that one.
Okay.
Lauren and Gleb, one of my favorite dances, the Argentine tango.
Yes, I
just
loved this
love-
performance from them.
I love an Argentine tango from Gleb.
Yeah, and they were dancing to Whatever Lola Wants, which we're like obsessed
We
with
just
right now
watched-
because
we just watched Fosse Verdon,
which was so
oh my
freaking
God. We're
fantastic.
gonna have to rewatch it.
I know. So now, and we're gonna watch the whole Fosse catalog, everything.
Yeah.
So anything having to do with that, we're just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
But I thought she did a really great job.
I thought so too. But Gleb, oh my God, he's the new Tony Dovolani.
What?
I know, right?
I wonder how Tony's doing. I miss
I
him.
know, I really miss Tony.
He was great. But this had like a vampire theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I thought she did a great job, and it was many steps in the right direction for her.
Another Giovanni, another 27.
Yeah,
All right, Sean and Lindsay,
not a 27.
not even close. Not even a
Ooh.
25.
That was really bad, guys.
They had a jive to Monster Mash. He did the mash. He was a balloon that escaped from a car window.
No,
This was, like, that was the whole dance for him.
it was really.
He was Frankenstein, and honestly, Frankenstein could have done a better
It
job
was a
than
little
him.
too in character there. And I feel like the judges are over it.
Disgusted.
I feel like,
Disgusted now.
yeah, I feel like they've had enough.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we're just going to score lower
And lower.
because Sean Spicer is still there. And now
it's
some of
not
the better dancers are at risk of leaving.
Fair.
So they're like, you know what? No, we're going to lower the score. So maybe we can even things out with America's Vote. I don't know. That's just the vibe that I'm getting because I feel like earlier in the season they were giving him scores that he probably did not
That were
deserve.
kind.
Yeah. So
Because it would have been embarrassing to give him lower scores, but now that like he's taking the place of somebody that will be a big draw for the show, but isn't he a draw for the show?
Well, I mean, they got their publicity from him being on for quite a few weeks now,
But
so
now they hate themselves and they can't take it anymore. So
I think they're afraid that it's going to be like another Bobby Bones situation. And we don't know how the end game is going to play out here when they get to like the finals.
But Bobby Bones wasn't this bad.
Bobby Bones was not a great dancer, but
he was not this bad.
But he was also not a controversial political figure.
Yes.
So, I mean, Bobby Bones, yeah, it's a little bit different, but it's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they only got an 18.
All right. Well, lovely Kate and Pasha had a Roomba. It's a wicked game. My number one favorite song of all
Oh my god,
time.
really?
Yes, Chris Isaac.
This is one of my favorite Rumba songs. I have this on my playlist.
Love it. All right. She's improving. You know what I feel like? I feel like Kate came in with a lot of dance knowledge, but she just didn't have the transformation that other celebrities have on the show, and I feel like she's just not improving at the same rate.
You don't think so?
No.
I think she's improving.
I feel like she's plateauing.
I think she struggles with some of the like sexier dances.
Yeah.
Because she's so used to being like that goofy comedian.
Yeah.
And she's not used to being.
Well, maybe that's holding her back.
I think it is because we've seen it. We saw it with this dance. We saw it with what was her other dance where she was Argentine tango,
yes,
where she had to be a little on the sexier side. I don't think she's as confident in those dances, and it's holding her back. That being said, I thought she was way underscored.
Yeah. I thought it wasn't as good as it could have been, but it was still underscored.
They got a 24, but I thought it could have been higher.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so now it's time for the team dances. I love
Yay!
This. So they had to pick their teams first, and usually what they do is they take the two highest, strong. I'm gonna need your two strongest celebrities.
They do like the schoolyard pick.
Right, but they didn't do that this time.
This time they picked up items from Michaels. Seriously, one of the items that they use we have from Michaels. But anyway, yeah, so they had this big table. Each team would pick out an item, and then it would say on the bottom if they were going to be on Team Trick or Team Treat.
All right, so Team Trick was the
Let's be real. This was the stronger team.
Yeah. All right, so that was Hannah and Alan, James and Emma, Lauren and Gleb, and Ali and Sasha.
Man,
there's no stinkers on that team.
Woo!
Not even close.
Yeah, so their song was Somebody's Watching Me. So keep in mind, too, there's no set style that they have to follow for this dance. Yeah, they can mix and match whatever they want.
Right. But they're obviously going to give them some of the moves from the routines that they've already done. They're going to work it in.
Yeah.
Because it's tried and true.
Right. So you can kind of mix whatever styles you want here that go with music.
But then you still have to make it a cohesive dance number. So they threw in some, some acceptable choreography that anybody could do.
Both teams also had portions of their dance where only the celebrities were dancing together and the pros kind of like sat back.
Which
so that was
nice.
fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So they also had a table prop, which helped a lot, I think, in this dance because it really, it kept them in line. It gave them a focus object. It was, I thought it was good. Great content.
Yeah, they had a lot of great content in
there.
They
had a minimal out of syncness here and there, which wasn't bad. So they got an overall score of 27, which I thought was pretty fair.
So that was added to all of their scores, their individual scores.
Now let's talk about Team Treat, which was not really a treat.
This is the Bad News Bears right here. These are the underdogs.
Karamo and Jenna. Kate and Pasha. Kel and Whitney.
I mean, half of... Okay, so, like, obviously, Kel and Whitney, pretty dang good. Kate and Pasha, pretty dang good, but she's kind of slipping lately.
Yeah.
Karamo is kind of iffy.
He's on the ropes.
And then Sean, we know.
So, balloon escaping from a car. Let's be real.
Okay, so their song...
was Sweet Dreams.
The Beyonce one.
Not the...
Annie Lennox.
Yeah. That I was a little disappointed.
I was thinking like it would be fun if they did the Annie Lennox one.
Yeah, right? Because that's kind of costumey to begin with. Like the video was anyway from the 80s. Alright, so did you notice the three friends on this one? Lifelong friends. Jenna, Whitney, and Lindsay.
How nice.
Also from So You Think You Could Dance.
Yo, they were looking creepy as hell with their freaking it clown whatever costumes.
Yeah, Lady It's.
Yeah.
And they
Pennywise.
were on,
It could be a girl's name.
Okay.
Pennywise.
They were Team Weak Sauce, by the way, in case you didn't realize, which we already said.
I thought the concept was cute. You know, the guys were in their beds like, "Ooh," and then the clowns show up.
And then the clowns
That's
end
like
up in
my
the beds.
nightmare.
Yeah. At the end.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Obviously, it was not as strong as the other team.
who drug down the team? Frankenstein.
Yeah.
24 for them, which was a big blow.
I mean, that's a good score for Sean Spicer to add to his.
Oh, yeah. Pumped him up a little bit. But
Yeah.
when you got the lowest score on the show, it's not going to make much of a difference.
All right. Well, let's talk about the bottom two.
Alright.
Not Sean Spicer.
What? How is this possible?
America voting.
Alright, so the bottom two is Karamo and Jenna versus Kate and Pasha, and I'm like,
Damn! That sucks.
yeah. So,
It came down to a
actually
tie.
A tiebreaker. Len had to break the tie, and he decided to save Kate and Pasha.
Mhm.
Not surprised, because I don't think Len was the biggest fan of Karamo.
Yeah.
So, he did not hug Len.
Oof.
He hugged all of the judges, not Len. And next week, I am very excited that it is the dance-off.
Woo!
I like the dance-off.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be the group dance-off? Like, where they have... Probably
No.
not, right? It's probably going to be head-to-head.
Yeah. It'll be like the prepare for like 3 different styles. You're gonna pick
Right.
who you face off, the other person picks the dance.
But don't we still have an uneven number?
Usually they have the top person sit out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be fun. I'm sad to see Karamo go, but then again, I'm sad to see pretty much any of them go at this point because
Except for Spicer?
he deserves to go. So yeah. We'll see. I don't know. Do you guys think that he's gonna make it all the way to the finale on Votes Alone?
I'm going to say no.
We'll see. Alright, last but not least, let's talk about Below Deck.
Alright, so last time, we had a bunch of F-nuts for the, charter guests, namely Brandy.
Brandy is drunk as hell!
But Brandy's freaking out. She's possibly dying. What's wrong with her?
How dare she interrupt their beach picnic?
Oh my god, stick her in the corner.
Yeah, so she is having some sort of reaction. I think it was all the alcohol and like the
The
heat.
heat.
So they were like, we need to get her back to the boat and have her see a doctor because she cannot be dying on Captain Lee's watch.
They lift her up like a piece of meat onto the boat. And
What are they supposed to do?
Yeah, I guess she was kind of like a limp dish rag.
How about that clear kayak though? That's pretty
That
cool.
was pretty cool. Alright,
Or
so...
canoe. I can never tell if it's a kayak or a canoe.
Call the doctor. We need to take care of this. Captain Lee does not want a dead drunk girl on his hands. He's not taking any chances. He calls the doctor.
Mhm.
He wants everyone to be safe and have a good
Captain
time.
Lee is safety first.
Absolutely. So,
I was shocked that Brandy's friends did not seem concerned,
I think
upset.
they've seen this behavior from her before.
I don't know. It was not a good look for them.
No, it wasn't.
Not a good look.
Alright, well, behind the scenes, Tanner's moving in on Kate. Kate's like his sexy aunt.
His friend's aunt.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't think he'd turn down his own sexy aunt. either.
No!
Did you get yourself a hooker, Tanner? Alright, remember his mom? Come on.
Mhm.
Alright,
Okay.
so they get back to the boat with Brandy, and there's some other girl on the floor moaning and rolling around. I don't know what was going on.
A lot of alcohol.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, okay, it's time for Brandy to get some medical attention.
So the
Thank
doctor
the Lord.
arrives and gets on the boat, and he's like...
How long have you been drinking for? How many days?
No,
two-
first he asked her, do you feel nauseous?
Oh.
And she pulls it together. She's
Yeah,
like,
she's like, I'm great. I'm good.
no, doctor. I feel fine.
Hello, sir. I'm wonderful.
And he's like, alright, how long you been drinking for?
2 weeks.
What?
What? Oh
What have
my
you been drinking?
god!
What have you been drinking? Champagne?
Does she even know? Probably not. She's probably been drinking other stuff and she doesn't even realize it.
Alright,
Oh
just
my
stop
god!
drinking. You'll be fine. Okay, doctor, thank you.
Oh my
And then she
god.
goes to sleep for 3 weeks. Alright. Kate basically just like shuts the
I
door.
love that Kate was like, you know what? If all of my freaking guests were sleeping all day, every day, I would do yachting forever.
Yes. Alright.
I mean, really, that takes a lot of pressure off of the staff,
I mean, you just
off
gotta
the crew.
change their diapers, right?
No.
Alright, so Brian is pulling the toys out of the water. Not the sex toys, the water toys. We'll get there.
Oh.
He broke the freaking davit. That davit is for lifting straight up and down, not for dragging.
Not for dragging. Are you lifting or dragging?
You're dragging, and it's gonna cost Captain Lee a buttload of money to fix that davit.
Ooh, that's not good. So he did the responsible thing and he told Captain Lee what happened instead of just like ignoring it
Yeah.
and be like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, what?
Huh?
I didn't break that.
Who broke that? She broke that. Brandy
So-
broke that.
He did own up to it and tell Captain Lee. The problem is he didn't tell Ashton.
He broke the chain of command.
Yeah.
He leapfrogged Ashton and went right to Captain Lee.
So Ashton didn't know anything about it, which is embarrassing.
Because Captain Lee talked to him about it later on, and he was just like,
What?
David's broke? What?
Yeah.
How do you not know this?
So a little messed up there, but
Well, Kevin's in trouble. Captain Lee called Kevin to the wheelhouse to discuss his crappy dinner service the other night.
also Kevin trying to freaking micromanage other departments. That's not his
Yeah.
job.
Yes. So Captain Lee knows that Kevin's a dick, but Kevin was especially dickish because he freaking turned his back on Captain Lee and walked out and was not dismissed.
Oof.
Captain Lee did not like that. You know Captain Lee is old school Cappy Lee. And he's like, we're playing by the rule book here.
Mhm.
And I outrank you, so like you treat me like royalty. You do not turn your back on me. You do not leave until I tell you to leave.
Well, to make matters worse, Captain Lee was invited to join the guests for dinner, and Kevin did not make enough food. He knew that Captain Lee was going to be there, and he did not have enough food prepared, so he gave Captain Lee a garnish instead of the main course.
Well, he also told Captain Lee, "Oh, I started eating your dinner because I miscounted. I wanted to taste the food."
He was
before I
taste. It was like a
served it."
taste. Taste test.
Well, and then Captain Lee brought up a great point. What would you do if Brandy actually showed
Was
up for
awake
dinner?
and went to dinner because she was still sleeping in her cabin.
Yeah, then you really would have been SOL.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ooh, that's not good.
no,
First, you turn your back on Captain Lee, and then you don't even feed him.
yup.
He's gonna turn into a hungry bear,
So,
the sassy one.
they're digging up a little Insta dirt on Brian.
Okay,
and
because we know that Brian is like crushing on
Courtney.
Courtney, and she's like, I don't know that he's my type. He's like a gym guy, and he probably takes gym selfies of
Mirror
himself in the
selfies,
mirror.
and I know the type, and she
course.
nailed it on the head.
Yeah, so then they look at his Instagram.
Mirror
And
selfies.
there you go.
All right, wait. Brandy's stumbling around looking for champagne at midnight.
Oh, Courtney is the only one left up, and she's just like,
Can I have something to drink?
I'm glad that Courtney checked with Kate, and they decided, no, we're not giving her any more champagne.
Here's some juice.
And they put like club soda in there or
Yeah.
whatever.
But
But
you know what? They couldn't avoid it at breakfast. Brandy is having a straight up champagne breakfast.
girl, go freaking dry out.
no mimosas for Brandy.
It wasn't even a mimosa. It was like straight up
Champagne.
champagne.
All right, so
Oh.
guess Kevin's back up in the wheelhouse.
He was like apologizing for not making Captain Lee food or whatever.
Whatever, Captain Lee.
And Captain Lee would not even turn around and make eye contact with him.
And Kevin is confused. He's like, why is Captain Lee doing this to me?
Because he's sassy! He's sassy and vengeful, and he is not putting up with your shit.
The scariest, skankiest, sussest part of the episode was when the main charter girl gave Kevin the ultimate masturbation kit.
No!
She said, Kevin, put these panties on and send me a dick pic. And he opened the package, and there was some man lace thong panties in
Were
there.
they for men? They were like, is this
I thought it was for men.
guys?
I thought it was for men.
I don't know.
It was a little wider thong, and there was also...
Did you measure it?
I could see. There was also... I have eyes, and I didn't even have my glasses on, so I could see it. There was also a pearl necklace, or was it a necklace? Was it a buttless?
But wasn't it crazy that Kevin called Captain Lee a C?
Yes.
And he meant it as in a see you next Tuesday, not a captain.
I'll see you next Tuesday, Lee.
Damn! That's crazy.
Alright, well, that charter's over. Get out. They got an okay tip. Now it's time to party.
They're freaking better after all that. Oh my god.
Yeah, right? So, Tanner thinks he's got a date with Kate. But that's news to Kate.
If you're gonna go out with your friend's aunt, you better be a man and say, like,
We're
will
going
you
on
go
a
on a
date."
date with me? And not just be like, you want to split some wine? That's
Yeah.
very unclear.
Yeah, Tanner thought he was going to get lucky on the bunny pad with 2 bottles of wine and his sexy Aunt Kate.
Only Kate could ghost somebody that she is living
a
on the
boat
same
with.
boat with.
Alright, so they're out and about, and Ashton is getting pretty handsy with Courtney. Maybe a little too handsy.
Yeah, she was like, that's my whole butt. Too much.
That's the whole butt.
Also, Brian is like, what's going on here? Because Ashton knows that Brian likes Courtney, and Ashton is also going for Courtney, it seems like.
Well, you know what was sad AF? Freaking Kevin drinking alone. He was having a date with his drink.
Oh,
He
these
didn't seem
people.
to like he was hating it either. He was just enjoying his little drink.
Okay, well, good for him.
So Tanny finally asks out Kate.
And she was like,
Whatever.
I guess.
Yeah. Whatever. Now it's Brian's turn to hit on Courtney. And she's like, well, I'm like, really pretty, so of course you'd be hitting on me.
Seriously, she is like the surprise of the season. She is so
My favorite.
funny.
She's right up there with Kate for me.
Yeah, and Ashton is looking on this conversation like,
What a disaster this
jealous.
was.
Yeah.
Everybody was drunk AF. It was sloppy central.
well, Abby was really messed up. She took a little tumble on the street. That's so sad.
I hate to see people fall down drunk. That's bad.
And then she didn't get up for work the next morning, and Ashton was like, oh, hell no. He said, you can party, but you better get up for work on time the next
You better
day.
put those blues on and get up for
Yeah.
work.
So we're going to see the fallout from that next week.
Is Kevin gonna quit?
I doubt it.
I know, right? I quit. I'll swear it.
Yeah,
I
we'll see.
swear I'll quit.
We'll see. So anyway, that's the podcast this week. So let us know what you thought of this episode. Should we do the monster voice all the time? I say yes.
I say yes.
Let us know. And I hope everybody has a fun and safe and
Wonderful Halloween.
yeah.
Don't eat too much candy. Don't make them call the doctor because you're laying on the floor moaning.
Okay. So until next time, much love.